Alrighty, let's check everything out. I need to make sure I announce these things. I am very bad at them. I really should just spend more time on the videos and just make those instead. But that's okay. Let's see. How much can we hear? Alright. Making the announcements. Preparing for deep Archimedea. It's such a weird thing to spell because it's like, why is Archimedea spelled that way? Alrighty, hello Lolstar, welcome to the stream. I was just making the announcement now. Yeah, so basically I'm going to be doing a bunch of, generic weekly stuff except for, what was it called? Netrocells? The reason is because I don't know, I haven't checked if Deep Archimedea can be done more than once a week. If I can do it more than once a week, then we'll be doing all Deep Archimedea this week. My goal for today's stream is to make sure that any one of you out there who aren't prepared, we can at least get you up to speed as fast as possible. So Lolstar, you've probably done Angels of Zariman, you've probably done Deimos, or Whispers in the Walls by now, I imagine. So the last thing you need for this new game mode that's coming out, I know it sounds like a lot of work. I don't know why they put it behind a wall. They might have changed it, mind you. But in order to access the new game mode that will come out later this week, I believe you need to hit 5 with this faction, right? So I'll be spending a lot of time today helping people who want to do this stuff, do it faster, or get there faster. So if you want some help, let me know. I'm just down to play whatever. First and foremost, I mean, it's call. So, it's a weekly reset, so I'm going to do call. I'm going to start prepping for Archon hunts after that. And then we'll be doing more in the ways of doing the Whispers in the Walls grind for folk. Also to store up resources for myself as well. So I need to do Deathless, break number veils. Okay. This one's the most annoying one.
Good.
Okay. So the reason why I'm doing these is because, can't leave call, to the wayside. Also, the mods that come from, these missions are gonna go up in price quite a bit because people are starting to not do these quests anymore, right? So. Oh, I still got it. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Still got it. So after this quest, I'll probably be hopping into the Discord. In the event that anyone wants to help, get some help with that kind of stuff. So there's no rush, right? Of course, being able to get to Deep Archimedea faster would be better. So I'm just here to help out where needed. I don't like the Grinlock. Grinlock can go away. I don't have to do the Venkrotel fight. I think that's her name. So I'm gonna skip it. This is a reminder. If you haven't done so already, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am giving away Dante to one of my viewers, for so long as one of the, either I make it to 500 or 1,000 cumulative likes in the last few streams that I've been doing since Dante's release up until the 13th. I'm trying to grow my viewer base at this point, so. Anyways, another thing I want to be... Wait, that's a new thing. I forgot that was a thing at all. If there's any games that you want me to try out, I'm trying to change up what I'm streaming on my Friday slot, so do let me know there in the comments or on the Discord. The link should be in the description. If it doesn't work, then let me know. So the reason why I'm heading back here is because I'm looking for annoying little like blocks on the ground that I have to use one of these. I'm getting really good at call zipping. Jesus. That I can blow up with my brother. So, yeah. I've been like trying to work up the mood to like create more videos and whatnot. It's a little bit of a hassle. But I really should, because like, oh, I'm getting a phone call. Be right back. Okay, I think I'm back. Let me just check out my audio. Yeah, there we go. So, random spam call in the early midst of the day. I don't need to go back here. I don't think a key can component can be there. So, oh, I lost it. Thanks, random spam caller who keeps calling my number for no reason. I should block that number. Oh, hello, friend. At least I didn't get call goes fast on the Murex. Hello, Wild Nerd appears. So apparently they're nerfing Dante today. I don't know how to feel. Like, okay. One thing is probably Dante is, like, okay, can do a little bit too much of everything, right? He has support that is better than 90% of supports in the game. He has CC that's better than most CCs in the game. He has damage burst that has more CC than most of the other things in the game. So I'm looking for things like that, mind you. So when dealing with like that, and not to mention that he has like a, not only does he have a health buff, he has a whatchamacallit, he has a damage buff as well, right? So I need to actually click on these things, which is really annoying. Okay. Okay, I gotta tell my brothers to stand here. I'm not trying to speedrun this. I'm just trying to take it nice and easy right now. But, yeah, if anyone out there is in need of a little bit of a hand to get started or get ready for Deep Archimedea, do let me know. I'll try to speedrun you. So, I don't think they necessarily overtuned him on purpose, because D is actually really bad at playtesting. I think they're just like, oh, these things are all cool, and then they threw it all together, and then they made him a little bit too strong. So what they're gonna hit is probably his overguard, right? Because, and I said this last week, right? His overguard is a little too strong for the current state of the game, right? The reason is because it's free, and you have two sources of it. And to get the second source, you need to have gotten more overguard. There's no way not to have gotten more overguard, right? So you essentially, by doing his basic rotation, you get, like, what? 10,000 overguard, which is ridiculous. right?
Move out, brother.
For like, because every other Warframe that wants to get that high needs to use augments and has to jump through hoops, right? Where Dante doesn't, right? And that wasn't the main focus of Dante, so it makes sense that they're trying to knock him down a little bit. Hello, Yellow Ninja. Like, I'm not surprised at all, because if you go back to last week's stream when I was playing around with Dante, I already, like, as the moment I got my hands on him, I said he was already too strong, you know? Like, it's not a surprise. So, like, I know it's frustrating, right? But, like, with the greater context of a lot of different, like, with the amount of Warframe I've played, right? Like, you can instantly tell that Dante was a little too strong for the game's current design. Like, I can go over every source of overguard in the game if you want, right? For instance, Rhino, you have to take damage, or you have to augment yourself so that you can get more armor to get more overguard, right? By itself, it only lasts for 3 seconds, and it's not actually worth all that much. So, like, especially in Steel Path. At most, you'll be able to survive, like, an additional 3 seconds after getting hit at base, right? Dante can just spam his 2, right? I'm doing great. I'm doing pretty good. I struggled to get out of bed, but I think that's just, like, a mood thing. Been struggling to make videos, actually, but anyways. I do digress. I've been playing a lot of Helldivers. Lots of exciting things happening there. Bad zip. There is a gun guy over there. Yeah, so I do have a lot of video ideas. I have a lot of minor videos to get out too, as well as I still need to get that zip video out. Do you ever start a project and then like it like you're able to do multiple parts of like multiple projects, or like do a project and then go okay, that's fine, and then move on to the next one, and then eventually get stuck with a roadblock, right? That's like, okay, until I get this one done, I have no intention of moving on to the next project. That's kind of like what this zipping thing has become. It's just a little bit of a mental roadblock, you know? There's another one. So I'm, you know, as per usual, just the usual Warframe and streaming grind. If anyone wants any help with getting access to Deep Archimedea, it's not available yet, but unless they have changed it, you need to have rank 5 with a caveat to have access to Deep Archimedea. So I'll be doing a lot of grinding today for like at least because I have access to it, but other people might not. So if other people want some help, right, that's what I'm here for today. I'll also be doing Archon hunts. I'll be skipping what are they called? What is this? Ogress? No. I'll be skipping the Netrocells for the time being, because we're supposed to get 5 additional Netrocells this week after the hotfix, as well as Deep Archimedea. We just don't know when this week we're getting Deep Archimedea. That's the biggest issue, right? Okay, I wish they didn't like leg lock my animations. That's okay, as long as I'm not stuck. Just waiting there. And then, like, there's lots of ways to kill this thing. Just throw a grenade at it. So I don't need to fight Venkrtel. I'm not going to fight Venkrtel because it is a waste of time. Oh, 2 people dropped from stream. That's okay. What I will be doing is looking through these areas. Oh, that was a good one. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay, so this should be all of the veil breaks I need. Hopefully I didn't just break the code.
Time for revenge, brother.
No, I didn't. Actually saved me a little bit of time, because apparently that's on a different timer, which is really funny. Oh. Stuck. Oh, I'm getting some messages. I forgot to turn on streamer mode on my Discord, so give me a moment. How do I do that? I click on myself. Click. Settings. If I put on Do Not Disturb, I should not hear anything anymore. We'll see. You guys can't hear it, but I can, right? Let's see. Yeah, after the 13th, I'll be announcing the winner, if any, for the Dante giveaway. Because remember, I have to hit those 1,000 likes or 500 subs, right? Otherwise, like, I don't like being around the bush with this kind of stuff, right? This is supposed to help me grow my numbers, right? But, like, it's also a you scratch my back, I scratch yours situation. But looking forward to Deep Archimedea. I'm looking forward to seeing how much more difficult it could potentially be. Hopefully it's not just like, oh, we're gonna increase the level and the damage of everything, because like that's just the worst way to do difficulty. Like I hate like playing Skyrim, for instance, in like legendary mode, because it's just boring, right? Things just instantly kill you, or at least at the very start, things instantly kill you, or things take infinite time to die, you know?
No Narmer, no queen.
Anyways, still looking for that last passcode, so I'm just gonna take my time,
Brothers, wait.
because I think I finished everything else. Yeah, it's just the passcode that I'm looking for. Once I find it, I don't need to worry about it anymore. But, like, that's the problem with call missions. They keep making you do superfluous things. So, superfluous things. There we go. That's a good zip. Oh, that's nothing. Yeah, I gotta make sure that I'm more on top of the ball. I found a lot of motivation to I'm enjoying playing Warframe again, which is a great thing, because that was a big problem a couple weeks ago. I just needed a break because I really overdid it. I'm back and having fun again. In no small part thanks to Dante, though. The update is just nice and helpful. Gonna turn down the volume on my end. Just makes life a little easier. So if you... Yeah. I'll be making some builds, or showing off some of the new weapons, and some of the silly things you can do with them. I'm also going to be making some stuff for Helldivers. I don't want to make a new, like, channel for the Helldiver stuff. I might. We'll see. The problem is, like, getting the... Like, YouTube's algorithm is really bad at dealing with a lot of different things. So I'll probably have all my Warframe things and all my analysis things on different channels going forward. It's really rough, because that means I'm splitting up my potential audience and whatnot. But I'll still be streaming exclusively on this website though, or on this account though, so you don't have to worry about changing that up. What the? Okay. But I will be uploading videos onto different things going forward. For instance, I do want to do some roguelikes and some variety content creation. It's just that it's not really feasible on this channel. Like, well, it's not that it's not feasible, because I saw, like, a decent amount of growth when I did Cult of the Lamb. But, like, you know, it's unfocused right now, and that's just a big problem. Anyways, outside of all of those boring metrics and things like that, the next war, like, okay, so we have two Warframe, or two updates to consider before TennoCon. And let's be honest, after TennoCon or during TennoCon, we're going to be releasing 1999, right? That's just how it's going to happen. But we know that there's at least two updates coming out. One being Echoes of Whispers in the Wall. That might be the last one or the next one. We don't know. And the Jade Shadows, which has the new Warframe Jade. We have no idea what she does. She's very likely to be related to the Jade Light, though. The story is also supposed to explain more about the Stalker, so some stuff to look forward to. Right. Using the Grappler is, like, impossible to zip with. Like, it's super duper tight. Hello, Peter Petrovic, was it? Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, like, if you didn't know, they added a bunch of executes to the game, so if you are having trouble killing enemies, they should be much easier to deal with now. For instance, the snake enemies, in the murmur sections, they're actually just, like, they're executable around 40% HP now. If you have an impact weapon, do remember that the impact status effect has been buffed to the point where you can bring the execute range to up to 100% of their life. So that's kind of funky. I got them to defend? Yeah. Okay. So if you have an impact weapon and you're having difficulty killing anything, there's a good chance that almost everything can be executed now. Maybe not chod enemies, but, like, for instance, these guys, right? You can see that little orange bar right there. So if I do this, you can see that little symbol. That means they're ready to be executed. So if you have anything that can apply mass impact, or like consistent amounts of impact, that's a decent way of dealing with the thing. I forgot about the code. Hang on. I have to look for where I blew up the thing now. There it is. Okay, so that's almost everything. Yeah, I'm not gonna free that guy. He was late to the party. Oh, execution. He regenerated. Very interesting. A little bit phlegmy. Still, like, the old constitution ain't doing too well. But, all in all, I'm not doing too bad. So, yeah. My question is to, like, a larger majority of the... I don't need to check any of that. I can just leave. The larger question to the rest of the people viewing the VOD after the fact, because I know that there's a lot of people that at least initially start viewing the VOD after all, like, 200 viewers or 200 views. It's like I want to know generally, like, how far into the game you've gotten, if at all, right? Are you in the latest parts of the game? Are you just starting your Warframe journey? Or are you, like, just someone who enjoys watching Warframe content but not really into playing the game at all? Actually, I should put a poll up for that, shouldn't I? Yeah, I can do that. I have access to my community page. Deathless, yes.
Cog. Extraction is ready. Get your brothers to the hangar.
There we go. You know, one of the harder parts about that, like, I don't know. Personally, when I started my second account, it was very clear what parts of the game I liked and disliked. And I'm not going to go on that tangent all over again, right? I'm not going to talk about what I liked and what I disliked, because I talked about that a lot, unless someone asks me, you know? But, like, right before the end game is, like, the roughest bit. So just before New War, and just before, like, you becoming Steel Path viable, it's, like, literally the roughest part of the game. Okay. So I am thinking about doing the Archon hunt. So if you want to join me for the Archon hunt, by all means, let me know. I'm going to set it to invite only, just in case. And I'm going to turn on cross-platform. So if anyone wants to join me, and they haven't done their Archon hunt, or just want to hang out, by all means, let me know, just by sending me a in-game message. This week's Archon hunt is Boreal. It's a spy, excavation, and then a showdown. It's going to be like your standard Grineer spy, right? So,
Would you look at you?
while that's happening,
Ugly freaks.
yeah, I don't know. I guess I can do an Omnia Fissure for now, just for shits and giggles. Conjunction Survival. Why is it always on Uvarium? I don't want it on Uvarium. Whatever. So I'll do 5 minutes of Conjunction Survival while people decide whether or not they want to join me for the Archon hunt, or are able to. I'm just gonna pick literally my most common relics, and then I believe I am currently testing out the new Incarnon. So first things first, get rid of these guys, right? Not Helldivers. So we'll do that, do that, do that, and then this is the. If for those who don't know, this is the new Incarnate. It's an arm cannon. Like first, it's like an arm pistol, like that of the Epitaph, and then it becomes an arm cannon that shoots big lasers. It does a fairly decent amount of damage. It is, it kind of lies about, like, the amount of ammo it has. Because if you want to... So basically, it has 3 firing modes. This is its first firing mode. This is the standard stuff. This is how you charge the Incarnate. Right? I just wanted, like, high attack speed because it'll, like, just... It helps, like, mitigate being inaccurate, right? So the next firing mode is, you can see, like, I'm doing, like, a little bit of damage here and there. Like that. That is largely due to, like, that's the second firing mode. But, like, if I charge it all the way, I shoot a big laser. And that, so when I'm doing this, every tick of damage takes away 1 piece of ammo, right? However, the big laser takes away 50. So, like, even though it says I got like 300 something ammo, like it's gone in a jiff. So that's something to be considerate about.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your
So
mission and take a look inside.
I'm currently trying out giving this weapon like, what was it? Oops, I forgot. I was busy trying to be descriptive. So whatchamacallit? I was trying to see how well projectile penetration goes in this weapon. It's alright. It's not the greatest thing. You can see that, like, it's very strong. This is steel path, so it's like, you can see that, like, I don't have a lot of rare mods on this, right? I think the only one rare mod I have is the primed fire mod, and maybe the primed crit mod. Those are unnecessary though, because even without them, I'm able to one-shot the acolyte when they show up. Speaking of which, they should be spawning in soon. So I noticed a really big inconsistency. So apparently the pistol damage in accuracy mod, which I wanted to use, is just outright worse than Hornet Strike. Of course, if you're planning to use the galvanized mods, then that's your own prerogative, right? Actually, I should probably mod this for gas, right? Because it hits really, really hard. And I'm not going to be using, like, I'm not expecting to hit it more than once. Like, sure, the things right in front of me, like, okay, so the things right in front of me are not going to, like, suffer that gas, like, big burst of gas. But everything else will, like these guys back there. Interesting. It's something to consider. Because gas is very, very good at doing, if you're doing AoE damage, and this is a status weapon. Or at least it wants to be a status weapon. I'm not letting it, I'm making it a crit weapon, but that's besides the point. You know? But, yeah, one of the most important things about Warframe that I've noticed in my comments is, like, a lot of people are like, oh, what's the strongest thing? What's the meta? What's this comparison? What's that? Like, my only message to you guys is, like, play how you want, right? Sure, you'll run into some elitist snobs that are like, oh, no, you have to play this or, like, we're out. We don't welcome you, right? It's like, whatever, man. You can make anything work in this game. And as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. As long as you're not actively making it suffering for someone else. See, look, one shot, instant, dead. I don't know why that works that way, but they're just instantly killed by the laser. It is very funny. It is very, very funny. Somatic fragments, or fibers, and... okay, I need to deal with the Thraxes. So no one has sent me a message yet, so I guess I'll get started on the Archon hunt. I'm just going to deal with the Thraxes first.
These manifestations, they aren't from the neural surgery. Destroy them. They are drawing from
So these guys I have to deal with individually. Easy. Does it bypass some forms of attenuation? What the heck? Why did you heal to full? Okay. I need my ammo back, please. There we go. That's one. That's two. Don't know why it took so long for you to die. Okay, let's head out. I don't... One thing I wish they would take out of these missions are the nullifier orbs. They're not fun. They're just annoying. Right? They're not a challenge, they're just annoying. Right? You basically like, oh, they get summoned out of the void, and then you can't use abilities anymore. Woo! Not the biggest fan. But like, mind you, if it's your jam, it's your jam, but it ain't mine. It feels like those things were born of an era where the devs were actively fighting against the player base, which is not something I'm really down for. Okay. So let's get started. I'm gonna be getting so many Luithrax plasms in the future. Let's see. We still haven't seen the 2 new primed mods in Barricatier's arsenal. They have eluded us for a while now. So it's a spy and excavation. Okay. So spy, let's do this. I haven't changed that ever, so yeah. So once again, they are touching on Dante. It was expected. Like, if you remember my initial reaction, it was very, very clear that Dante was going to get nerfed. At least in terms of his overguard generation. The main problem is that everyone who wants the same type of overguard generation requires to sacrificing a mod slot for an augment. So that's basically the problem there. Everything else he does, like, even though it's better than what a lot of other frames can do, is still like within line of the game's normal power curve. Oh, what? That's bad. I don't want to hack manually, but I guess I am. No one noticed me either way, so that's good. Yeah, so to everyone who's in chat, and once again, everyone who's in watching the VOD, just let me know how far along you are playing Warframe, or if you're just here to listen to my glorious voice. All jokes aside, I know that I'm fairly monotone, so thank you all for sticking it out with me. I love watching, like, this armor hack happen. I wish it was just a little bit more common. Okay, I wanna, if I get in Wukong in, like, Duviri, I want to see what the auto hack is for the chests and how it looks like, because that could be fun. I don't think I've actually experienced that yet. I still intend to do, like, a mini series on, like, you know, things I wish I knew when I started playing Warframe. You think so? I don't think my voice is like... Oh, I'm stuck. I don't think my voice is that glamorous, but that is flattering nonetheless. Okay, what the heck? What are you doing? Uh-oh, it's bad. He hasn't shot me yet. What's going on? There we go. Oh, he was so patient. That's so nice. Okay. I've been letting loose with the curses a lot fairly recently. More so because I've gotten a little bit too relaxed, I suppose. So I'll try to return to my original cadence. But I don't know. I've noticed I'm very, very bad at doing a voiceover when I'm having to read off of my own script. If I'm reading off of someone else's script, like, I am fine. I do really well. Like, I can envision a character and whatnot, but when I'm trying to be me, it's super hard because I'm not playing a character, you know? I'm just being myself, right?
Thank you. My brother.
I could, yeah, like, I don't know.
The sickness out of him.
It's kind of weird trying to get into the weird mode of things, you know? But anyways, yeah. A channel that I want to start is like I want to do voiceovers for some books that I really enjoyed reading back in the day. Like the way some things are written, like for Overlord, for instance, right? I'm just a big fan of. Big fan of. Why is there a random... I don't really need it. I kind of feel like I should do it. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. Let's just do that. Let's just get the Eden Prime alert and be done with it. Some folks say that they really enjoy my voice. Some people say that I have an evil one. I don't know what they mean by I have an evil voice or evil laugh. I don't understand it. But, I don't know. To each their own, you know? Oh, I do miss the Ocucore though. The Ocucore just chews up low-level content. It's so convenient. There's so many movement methods in Warframe. It's like one of the biggest reasons why like people keep coming back to this game is because like there's very few games that lets you customize like the way you look and the way you play as much as Warframe does, right? Not to mention like the style of movement you have is really expressive, you know? You can go for like all of the like elite movements, right? Like for instance, there's one where you go, what was it? You bullet jump, you roll, and then you slam attack. Or no, you bullet jump, roll, and then you can slam. I'm too low to the ground to do this. I will be running with Necros for the excavation. Just as a little bit of change of pace, right? I'm still not done. Okay, so it's do that and then slam, right? The reason why you want to slam at the end is because it's the fastest way to move when you have control, right? And it's the fastest way to change your momentum. I'm really bad at like any movement technique, so I think it's like, yeah. Anyways, not good. I'm not good at that. That's why I like learning things like this, which just cuts out the middleman. I never noticed the big vines up here, or branches. What would you call these? They're like are these roots? Yeah, they're roots. They're underground.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Like, look at that. Oh. One of the faster way to do exterminates. So I do want to do a bit of an experiment here. So let's see. It's gonna be a little rough. Do I want to? I think I want to do this in like a side thing, you know? Okay. What I want to try out is I want to try fully armor stripping an Archon and to see if it's possible. The issue is that I need to build up my in order to do it, I need, what was his name? Hydroid to be maxed out. The reason why I want to use Hydroid is because I don't want to use too many green Archon shards. And Hydroid is has the passive that buffs corrosive damage, right? Or not corrosive damage, the status ailment.
You abandoned me in the hour of my sacrifice.
Azul, like, or Era, you know that, like, you had no reason to sacrifice yourself. You just saw an opportunity to sacrifice yourself and you took it. Right? That's not really chill. I think that's how it's said. Like, it's not the best thing. You know?
The excavator has run out of power. Find a cell.
Well, like, do you see any power cells, Lotus? I'm literally killing these things as fast as they possibly spawn. Right? So one thing I can do is I can look down, and then more things will spawn, I guess. It's very annoying that I have to do that. Where did you guys come from? You weren't even on the map.
Protect the
Oh my god. I hate excavation. I hate excavation so much. So, one thing that I will say is I'm willing to give games and developers the benefit of the doubt, especially like in this modern era where everyone's using different pieces of tech for different pieces of things. But the thing about like Warframe is that they've had years to hash this stuff out, right? Like that was literally the first guy to have stuff spawning in, right? Right. Not Helldivers. He dropped 3 for some reason, which, thanks. But, like, still. It's a little annoying. Army of the Dead. I still need one more. And, like, here's the thing, like, there should be at least one of those guys spawning every pack, right? It shouldn't just be like, oh, we're just gonna randomly decide if they're gonna spawn or not. I saw the guy back there, right? Hopefully I got a second one. No, I didn't. Okay, just unlucky. You guys, get back here. What are you guys doing? Excavation is one of those game types that just goes really fast if everything goes according to plan, or really, really slowly if nothing goes according to plan. Like, it goes abysmally slow. This one? This is Necros. You can get him from the Lephantis boss fight. On Deimos. And yeah, basically his 1 is a throwaway ability, his 2 is an armor strip and his subsumable and a CC, and his 3 is his what people want him for. He can get double loot from any corpse, quote unquote. Mind you, if you cut someone in half, they count as 2 corpses, meaning that they can generate, they will have the opportunity to generate more bodies, or more loot, right? So that's why I brought him here, because if I cut one of these guys in half, right, or one of the battery carriers in half, then I have the opportunity to get up to 3 thingamahoozits without having to worry about it. I'm gonna just keep guarding this. Excuse me? Who shot me? Yeah, so he's a very edgy Warframe, so if you enjoy it, I'm dragging my voice a little bit too much. That's a little rough on my throat. But, yeah. That's just how... Hang on. That's just how life be sometimes. Yeah, you see how he's in 2 different bodies? Now he's 2 separate sources of loot.
We need another power cell for the excavator.
Yeah, I know you need another power cell. How about you give me another power cell? Like, honestly. That's why you always gotta kill all of the Kubros that randomly spawn, otherwise they're gonna hold up the conga line.
Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining dig sites. The excavator has lost power.
Yeah, I'm aware it lost power, Lotus. Like, I had to go out and grab more power cells because this game is obsessed with not giving me power cells, like ever. And where are these dogs even coming from? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is a little special. I might die on the Archon hunt, and that's okay, right? I just want to test this out. Gosh darn it. Alright. Get rid of all the dogs. How did you spawn? The reason why I want to test this out, because I think it's fairly important to show that you, like, to test if I can armor strip something that should not be, you know, strippable. Like, the wiki says that, like, it's impossible to strip the Archons, right? But right now the Archons are capped at 4 stacks of any status ailment.
Excavator destroyed.
This,
Protect the
oh my god. I'll leave for just a second. And like, but they can take corrosive, and if I bump my maximum corrosive to, what was it? So I think I need 2 Tau Forge corrosive shards, right? So if I have 2 Tau Forge corrosive shards, I should be able to fully armor strip an Archon. One of the weirdest ways that, like, this armor stripping works. So they changed armor stripping so that, like, any abilities that armor strip, like, stack additively with each other. So if I have an ability that strips 25% of a enemy's armor, if I hit them with another 25%, they would add up to being 50% stripped instead of going like 25% to or 75% to 62.5%, right? That's not how it works for status ailments still. For instance, if I strip 50% of armor using corrosive and then 50% of armor with heat, because if you don't know, the first stack of heat strips 50% of armor. Those stack multiplicatively, which means that if I'm gonna lose this, that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, there's a dude, finally. Hi. That means that if you have two 50%, that means it goes, oh, 50% from corrosive, 50% from heat. Oh, they have 25% of their armor remaining. Why does it work like that? I don't know. It's just a very inconsistent thing. I just guess they didn't want everything to fully armor strip, right, with corrosive heat. Because at the moment, unless you have green Archon shards, you cannot fully strip with just corrosive and heat alone. Because corrosive will get you up to 80% strip, and heat will get you to 90% strip combined, right? So it's a little silly. Yeah, it is. But that's how it works. Now, the important thing to note is that you can increase the amount of armor strip that from corrosion, right? Or not the amount of armor strip, but the amount of stacks via the green Archon shards. So that's what I want to test out. The issue with green Archon shards is, well, they're capped at 4 against most boss enemies. So yeah, lost power. You said that. I said that. I heard that. Whatever. At least this is okay. One saving grace is that at least, like, things are charging at you, or trying to at this point. You can see that there's a lot of loot and enemies and things to keep doing and fighting, unlike, you know, the defense mission, which is awful.
Carcass of my mother, flame devoured. Behold me.
Well, here's the thing, right? They're, like, I have to hit those 1,000 likes or get 500 subs in order for there to be a winner, right? So we'll see. And like, it's not going to be the first. This is not going to be the last giveaway I do, but it is the first one I'm ever doing, and I want to make sure that there's an appropriate milestone and a reward for it, right? So like, if you want the giveaway to happen, you just gotta keep sharing and making sure that people like or subscribe to me. At this point, like, I've been streaming for so long that like not seeing any growth since December is kind of discouraging, right? So I'm trying to just forge on ahead, right? Because the more of this kind of stuff I do, the more I can like spike my numbers a little bit. The sooner that I don't need to do them anymore. But I don't want to, like, I don't want this channel just to be about like the giveaways, right? That's why like I struggled with it for a while. But then lots of folk are just like, I don't see why not. That's not a problem. And it's like, okay, I'll give it a try. And here I am, giving it a try. If the numbers don't go up, the numbers don't go up, right? Because, like, what? I'm a small creator, right? On a small platform, just trying to get as many things as possible. The thing is that I've been slacking on the video creation, so I will try to keep... Like, I keep saying that I'm going to try making videos. It's, like, it's as simple and, like, as it sounds. It's not super difficult. It's just... It's hard for me to get into the creative mindset. And that's, like, yeah, an excuse. It's an excuse. It's okay. Right now I'm getting a fairly consistent number of viewers, and that's good enough for me at the moment, right? I do want to experiment and see what things can help me grow, though. I put it on the back burner for the time being, mostly because, like, it's become my kryptonite. So basically I look at it, I'm just like, okay, like, it's literally just a 5-minute video. Why is this causing me so much pain? So I need to just sit down and, like, release it, I think, at this point. So after the stream, I will probably take a break, and then I will sit down and commit to recording a couple of different videos. I have a couple things for Helldivers I want to record, as well as a couple things for Warframe I want to record. Those videos, so I will be posting them both on this channel and 2 new channels, one for Helldiver focus, one for Warframe focus. You know, just to cover my bases, right? But for the most part, like, it'll come. Like, I know, like, I've kind of just, like, put it to the wayside for, like, 2 months. I feel really bad about that. It's just that I'm just not happy with it, you know? So I'm probably going to put some point forms and try to redo the voiceover. And then re-edit the video to match that new voiceover. Because, like, I sound so stuffy. I sound so, like, rigid. It's matter of fact, it's to the point, but it's not entertaining to watch. It's like I'm giving it's like I'm reading off a script to do a lecture, right? And I don't think that should be what I'm doing. You know? I haven't found my voice yet, so to speak. Speaking of voice, too much drag in my voice. It's hurting. My throat is hurting. Apparently I've dehydrated myself quite a bit. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, that was a good one. So I'm going to set up for Hydroid. If I die, I die. If I don't, I don't. Right? . So I'm gonna set up for corrosive and see how that goes. So I need to do some research, right? So Hydroid, Warframe. So abilities. Okay. So at full stacks, it is 100%. Armor strip. That's fine. What? How does corrosive work? Oh boy, that burp was pretty bad. Okay, let's see. So total of 10 stacks. So I need to get to 10 stacks on Hydroid. So that means I need 2 green Tau Forge shards. Okay. Like, note that you can do this with other frames. You just need 4 you need 4 Archon shards to do it. And I don't know. I haven't seen anyone try this, right? Okay, so I need to pull these out, which is annoying in and of itself. So I'm going to keep 1 cast speed. I'm going to take 2 of these out. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Let's get this started. Let's try to fully armor strip an Archon. Right. So let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. I wish Helminth would automatically be fed. So I need bile, right? There. Have some scales. There, have some agrostones. I forgot to actually feed you. Here, have some Enigma stuff. Have some ISOs. Feed. Let's get rid of you. So I can keep these for now. I need some Tau Forged. I need 2 Tau Forged greens. So I'm committing 2 Tau Forged greens to this. Whatever. Like, it's painful, yes, but like it needs to be done. It has to be green. Okay. So I have 2 Tau Forged greens. So we want stacks of corrosion. So people that are just tuning in probably think that I'm crazy, right? Because this is horribly inefficient, you know? Because like, oh, Hydroid doesn't need these. Yes, I know, Hydroid does not need these in the slightest, right? So so next I need some way to survive. But I'm using this on... I'm going to try to use it on an Archon, which normally cannot be fully armor strip and caps like corrosive to 4. But the Archon shards should allow me to bypass that. I want the... I guess I could go... No, I can't go with the Onos. And we'll go with the ceramic, just in case. So I need to make sure that I can survive, right? Yeah, we'll go for damage on the ceramic. And let's go make sure that I have the right Fenmore, for heaven's sake. Every time I equip the Fenmore, I forget that this is my proper build for it. Okay. Okay. So plunder gets me stuff. Does it give me damage reduction or just gives me corrosive damage? What does it mean 200? Oh, no, it's from 200%, isn't it? Okay. So, realistically, I don't care about any of these. So let's start from scratch. Okay, what does rousing plunder do? Plunder gains max corrosive damage and armor and heals within affinity range. Okay. So that's going to give me healing and armor. Yeah. So that'll make me more tanky. That means I want to have adaptation and rolling guard. I'm just going to go all out on the defense. I can also run vitality. So I guess I could go Umbra. And then I can go String. I think I want continuity, right? Okay, let's get rid... It's kind of hard, right? Rolling Guard does supplement me quite a bit. Arcane Blessing's going to help. Do I want efficiency? I think I can fit in streamline. No. Dang it. Do I have, like, a streamline that I can... let's go efficiency. Let's see what other things I have. I have splitting expertise. I can't fit that in either. Guess I could put a worse streamline in and call it a day. What level are you? I can bring you to 8. Okay, let's grab one of you. Mod. I forgot that that's even a thing. Wait, if that's a thing, I don't need Rolling Guard, right? Oopsie, whatever. So I get rid of Rolling Guard because I have this, right? Wait, no? What the heck? Oh, dang it. I don't want Coil Horizon here. Dang nabbit. Okay. You got everything? No. Do you have everything? Tempest Barrage, Tidal Surge, Plunder. Okay, there we go. I can replace Tentacle Swarm with a different ability. So that wouldn't be too bad. I guess I could go Molt Efficiency instead of this. So I get more of that. We'll go Umbral. We'll go Rousing Plunder. We'll go Continuity, because I want a little bit of extension there. Because I want this to last for as long as it can. So I can just shoot the guy with it. It's not, like, super duper necessary. Wait, doesn't he have a different thing? Actually, hang on. Viral Tempest. That'll be better. That'll just outright be better. Yeah. So I'll apply some viral as well, doubling my damage. Alright. I still will be using this. It just won't be as effective. That's okay. That's not a problem. I do have vitality. Do I have any other forms of HP? So let's see. I can get Constitution. And how much does this cost? 25? That's okay. Oh, this is going to be so scuffed. I really want this to work. If it works, then great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I think I want flow. I think I want flow. We had a little bit of a peak in the viewership. That was nice. So I want flow, 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 flow. Leap of the Lotus. What? I guess that's like... Is this year a leap year? Is that why? So we'll do this. And there we go. Okay. And just in case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace it with Zatara's Whisper. I need pheromones and biotics. Biotics? Here, have some of this nonsense. And have some of this. Pheromones. It's always got to be this stuff, right? And this stuff. So infuse 4 and configuration C. Okay. So the reason why I'm getting Zatara's Whisper is primarily just so that I can make sure that I can kill this guy anyways. I am going to be unused to using tidal wave to keep myself alive, but that's primarily what I need to use it for. So yeah, we're going to do that. I don't need the power. So one thing I need are headshots. So what I can do is I can do that. So since they're staggered a bunch, I can just keep on keeping on. So I just need some headshots to get to, oh. Oh. Okay, I prefer rolling guard, but like I need the space, right? Oh, this is bad. It's really bad. Okay, stop shooting me, please. Okay. Oh, right, I don't have healing anymore. That's something to consider. So I should probably have... what was it called? Not Tidal Impurity, the other thing, the, when I cast an ability... Yeah, I'm gonna go down at this rate. I don't think I brought anything that heals me, right?
Boreal is here. Strike fast, use cover, and do not let him heal.
I'm only allowed to put one corrosive stack on him? What? That's really weird. I survived. That's a different thing altogether. That's not what I wanted to test out, though. I want to test out, like, what happens when I fully strip the Archon. Okay, so shooting him was not what I wanted to do. It's okay. We'll see. I should still be able to do this.
Deacon veils are holy regalia in Pazul's eyes. They will open this gate, even if their bearer is dead.
Because, like, I also want to be able to complete this, which is, like, the struggle. Okay. It's zipping, zipping, zipping away. So, like, if I do this... You can see that, like, their armor gets stripped even if they're invulnerable. And it mass staggers them, so that's, like, basically the idea, right? Oh, I healed. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's try, like, even if it kills me, I'm gonna try to fully strip, the Archon. The issue was that, like, I don't think he was getting hit by my thing. Why am I getting stuck? What? 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 Let me move. Jeez, what was that? Okay. We do that. And then... keep on moving. Okay. Yeah, like, I think I just need to sit down and just commit time to some of these projects that I'm working on, because, like, otherwise it's like, it doesn't feel good feeling like I'm half-assing a bunch of things. Like, those guys are armor stripped. This guy's getting armor struck. Like, if I had a weapon that was better for applying, or anything that was better for applying corrosive, it'd be better. But I can also, like, oh right, I'm so dumb. I forgot that they can't be hit by abilities, right? I need to test this out. What did I get hit by? Oh, right, so I'm using the Angstrom, that's why. I don't know why I decided to use the Angstrom, but I'm using the Angstrom. So I need to still get your headshots. That's okay. 50% is good enough. Okay, so here's the issue. I need to apply corrosive to this guy, right? So I need to mod a weapon to be able to apply exclusively corrosive. Fenmore can be upgraded here. What I can do, the problem is, like, I don't have anything that is meant for building status. So I'll try this again afterwards. Excuse me? Rude. I literally just met you. Like, I feel like Hydroid's just missing, like, a direct damage amp. So, like, you can see with, Plunder, right? So I'm gonna do that. So, I don't think they can get hit by... Oh, they can. Okay. I forgot about these awful, awful summons. You're still not done? There we go. These enemies are like the worst. Literally the worst. And also, these type of enemies are also the worst. Okay, I can kill you guys now. Alright. Can I hit you with corrosive? Okay, so no, he's still immune. Alright. That's annoying. Okay. Stop! Boreal, please. Okay. Okay, so even though I applied 10 corrosive stacks to him, I could not fully strip him. That's a little unfortunate. I can try it with angels, though. I think angels have the same property, right? Like, they can't be armor stripped. They cap at 4, right? Their negative stacks. Sure, let's try it with angels after this. Hello and welcome to the stream. Just so if you were up to date or not up to date, then I was talking about how it might have been possible to fully armor strip Boreal. It is not. It is not, like, so originally I thought, hey, maybe you could use 10 stacks of corrosive to knock down Boreal's armor. Nope. Apparently they just have fixed damage reduction. That's great. Why have the mechanic in the game if you want to make things immune to it? Not sure. It just feels bad. Hello. I think it's pronounced Orion? Warlock? Orion Warlock. Hello and welcome to the stream. You're a new face. I'm just doing some testing at the moment with regards to, like, Hydroid's little corrosive ability, because like, I've always wanted to, I just haven't bothered. You know? So, a couple of interesting things is that, like, you know how some bosses have a maximum number of debuffs that you can put on them? You can bypass that with the green Archon shards, right? I mean, the full arts works fine. I think one of my first shorts I've ever uploaded was me one-shotting Nira with the full arcs. And that was before the damage mitigation, or the attenuation changes, right? It's just that the Fenmore's a little bit more consistent in the rest of the gameplay. And that's why I'm running it. So Greenway, mobile defense, sure, why not? Let's do equipment, arsenal. Like, it was most, like, the whole point of what I'm doing is trying to figure out if, like, I can still fully armor strip if the thing has, like, a cap, right? So, for instance, I believe the Angel caps status elements at 3, right? But if I... oh no, at 4. But if I put 2 Tau-Forged greens on a Hydroid, I should still be able to fully strip them. Is it a waste of 2 greens? Probably. But this is for science. No. Like, yeah, you cannot armor strip Archons. I just wanted to see if corrosive still did anything. That's basically like the crux of it, you know? Because sometimes they just miss a thing. Sometimes that's great. Like, I've been playing this game for like, what, 11 plus years? So, well, probably closer to 12 now because of how the alpha worked, but... yeah. It's just experimenting, right? Like, because, for instance, one of the biggest... oh, what the heck? One of the biggest things about the Archons... I need to get rid of that. Hang on. One of the biggest things about the Archons is that they are immune to most abilities. for the sake of like making sure that you can't just mace them down, right? Which I think is kind of dumb because it just makes it into a. Oh, I need this. Okay, no, that was my own fault. It's okay. I shouldn't even be trying to armor strip most of these things. Anyways. So what I probably should be doing, instead of, like, running around like a chicken with his head cut off, I should just run some healing. Yeah, I just need to run some healing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just need to run healing. That's all I need to do. Or not run in Steel Path. That's probably a better idea. I shouldn't run in Steel Path with a setup that I'm not used to. That's ultimately what I wanted to do, right? So, yeah, I've played this game for a while, and there are a lot of inconsistencies here and there, right? So that's all I wanted to be testing out right now, because I'm curious to see what will happen in Deep Archimedea. Wait, so what's the difference? 5, 8? 8 is not bad. By the way, I don't really need to do these missions to, like, find the angel, right? The angel, for the Angel's Disarmament, if you didn't know, there's guaranteed 3 rooms of a specific architecture, right? And these 3 rooms will get, like, one of these 3 rooms will be guaranteed to hold an angel, right? I'm just feeling lazy right now, so there it is. So that's one thing. I've played a lot of angels. So another thing is that for the Melika stuff, right? You're almost guaranteed to find the key nearby, and it makes a very, very loud and noticeable sound, right? And if you can't find it, then you can always use the Eye of the Zar. I believe it's called the Eye of the Zarman. To deal with it. So what this build actually needs more than anything is like whatchamacallit? Something to take care of these guys. So largely I just need some healing, right? I can get that from like Tidal Impurity, I believe, or the Plundering Augment. What I'm going to use, because I keep forgetting to do it, I'm going to mention it as I want to use Molt Reconstruct. I need more energy, first and foremost, and gosh darn it, I am just bad at hitting things. Game, could you, like, you know, fire these from a more, like, useful angle, please? Yeah, so I'll do some experiments with the angel, because that's realistically all I'm here for. But like, man. Okay. Who knows? I could always just hop onto VR chat and see who I meet. Okay, so here's the angel. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to test it now. Right, I'm going to try it with heat procs, right? So that's why I'm jumping into Operator. It's because I can apply heat with this, right? You can also hear the Melika key right here. So if I can not get more than 4 heat procs... Yeah, so I can't get more than 4 heat procs, you can see that, right? So that means I normally can't get more corrosive. But here, I was able to break the armor there. Right, with just corrosive. That is kind of a useless fact, right? The only time that would be useful is maybe against sisters. Sisters or liches. And maybe acolytes. I don't know about the stalker. I'm not going to summon the stalker intentionally for no reason. As well as, like, you can see that, like, the armor strip isn't permanent. It's based off of how long the effect lasts, right? Which is a little bit saddening. I feel like it should. last permanently. So essentially, corrosive is worthless against the Archon, right? Because they just have guaranteed armor forever. But like you can use technically break the 4 cap barrier with Nidus, or not Nidus, Hydroid. I just don't know how useful that actually is, because most of those things are also vulnerable to normal forms of armor strip as well. Potentially. So, what I showed just there, right? So, first and foremost, I don't know if liches can be armor stripped anymore. They used to be able to, right? Liches and sisters. However, right, the issue with like corrosive as a form of armor strip is that against boss enemies, at least post liches, they are capped at the number of debuffs they can have from a single source, right? So they are capped at 4 procs of corrosive, right? So if, and this is why this is an experimentation, if you put 2 Tau-Forged Greens on him, which I know is a waste, because Hydroid really doesn't need that, you can bring that cap up to 10 for those enemies. Yeah, so here, what, like, since, like, I'm not doing anything special today, I'll go grab a Lich, right? And let's go grab, let's grab a Lich because I want a Lich, I guess. I need an Ephemera. A couple of Ephemera, I guess. A lot of Ephemera. Let's get a Fire Lich. Let's get a Fire Lich today. I want the Fire Ephemera. And, yeah, let's piss off the Lich, and let's try to use Hydroid to, whatchamacallit, to, armor strip them. Yeah, sure. I'm totally down. I'm totally down. What level are they, first and foremost? Because, like, I don't want to have you waiting on me to, like, finish it off, you know? Oh, my gut is not feeling good, though. I'm gonna tough it out, though. It's alright. 1? Yeah, no. I completely agree. Like, oh, I'm in the same boat. I've had a Lich for so long that it got to the point where they've stolen 4 Orcan Catalysts from me. This is not good. Which is kind of funny. Well, like, Liches are kind of a pain in the butt. They're really, really exciting when you first discover them, but like they're so badly tutorialized that you actually like lose a lot from like, or you not necessarily lose a lot, but like you use a lot of time trying to figure them out, you know. But yeah, this account's nice and old, so I've completed almost every Lich, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna check for 2 things. First and foremost, let's go to Yanta. Let's pay her a visit. It's been a long time since I've seen her. So I think I don't have the. I only have the impact and magnetic ephemera for liches.
The angels.
So if I do that, and that, and that. Oh, what? Do that? No, cease. It's been a while since I actually, like, played Warframe. So, there, done. Okay, good. Okay. So, feel free to send me a whisper on, Warframe. So, here's my in-game name, SENTOU. Feel free to send me a message. I won't send a request to join right away, or an invite, because I want to get the ephemera, or get my lich. Like, the larva stuff is just easier in solo. So, first things first. Which ephemeras do I have? Ephemera. So, if you didn't know, you can just type in lich. Yeah, I only have these two. Alright, so what weapon don't I have? Because I am actually missing a decent number of Kuva weapons. So, let's see. KKKKK. There we go. So, Kuva. I'm missing the Kraken. Is it just the Kraken I'm missing? I could also level all these to 40, and that should probably bump me to Legendary 2. I'm not going to bother. Kraken... Yeah, that's the only one I'm missing. Okay. I guess I'm going to be farming out a Kuva Kraken. Ah, you are on console. Alright, I will turn on crossplay, because the main thing that I wanted to do was go into Angels of Zarman and whatnot without lagging my computer out, that's all. So, go ahead and send another one. I am going to go and let's get the fire ephemera. Let's do that. Nice and simple. Why do you have these? Oh well. It really doesn't matter. I guess I'll just grab you. I'll grab you, and I'll grab the Ocucore, because it is my precious. And we're not going to do this on Steel Path because it's like wholly unnecessary. So I guess this is another Lich Day. That's okay. I've done a couple of them, as you may or may not be aware of. So we'll go to Cassini. Hello. So I'll send you a friend invite first. Hi. And then I will send you an invite once I get my Lich. Just because. Let's see how many Liches in we get, okay? So we'll see. So just as a reminder, if what's all that noise outside? I hope everything's okay. Yeah, so hunting liches are a little bit of a pain in the butt, simply because, like, oh, well, we gotta complete the mission, right? You complete the mission, you grab the guy, that's all good. And then you're gonna wait for a flicker. There we go. And then you literally just destroy the existence of everything around here. Oh, I need more energy. Right. There we go. Got an Orcan cell, got all that. Okay, so I'm looking for the Kraken. So I'm thinking I might just quit out if I don't see it. It's okay. Where did you fall down? Why did you fall down? Why are you all the way here? Oh, that's a Gradler though. I need to upgrade my Gradler. Yeah, I'll take the Gradler, sure, whatever. Okay, let's finish out.
You are to be gifted.
Let's see. Yeah, so for the most part, I'm just gonna keep it pretty chill. I'm not gonna be aggressively, like, try and murder everything. I'm not gonna bring any oppressive sets. So, if you want to express your builds, go ahead and do what you want. Okay, let's see what kind of Lich I got. I know I was aiming for the Kraken, but it's the Gradler, right? If I can get it to 60%, why wouldn't I? That's like a big damage upgrade. Okay, let's see what we got. Kiju Belvin.
Fire runs through my body with the pain of loving you. Pain runs through my body.
Why are all the
with
liches
fire
oddly,
of
like,
my
you know,
love.
into you? Does that make sense? They're all very strange. So let's check out my lich.
This has to hurt, little meat.
32, that's not bad.
Why bother?
Oh, they got the ephemera. They got the ephemera. I finally got the fire ephemera. Great. It's not as great as I thought it was going to be, but oh well. This is... I think that's the ephemera? I thought it was more visible. I think that... I was thinking about the toxin one. Whatever. Yeah. 32% is not bad. Has the ephemera. Yeah, it's a great weapon for the Necromech. It's one of my favorite weapons in the game. Just having a big gun. Alright, so... let's swap to the Aki-Core here, and... yeah, let's go harass some liches, shall we? Let's see. I'll be hopping into the Discord if you want to, at very least, communicate strategy without having stream delay. Allow. There we go. So if you are, if you want, you can join the Discord. The link should be in the description. If it doesn't work, then I'll update the link at some point. Anyways, I'm just going to hit up every single one of these nodes. We're going to start with the fast ones because the fast ones have a very low chance of bringing out the Lich. And then we'll go into the more nitty-gritty ones. Since I'm on my main account, I'm less afraid of losing a defense to the Lich, so... so let's start with an Exterminate. Anyone else who has a Lich, feel free to let me know in-game, and I can add you to the party. Anyways, I'm not in a rush, so don't feel like you need to rush too much. I'm just here to hang out and chat. Let's see. 26, very nice. It's expired, okay. I will need to grab a new invite. Edit invite link, there should be never expires. Generate new link. Copy. Edit the stream. And put down a new Discord link. There we go. New Discord link. All right.
There is a large platoon of grenade.
Oh right, I keep forgetting that I want to swap the thing. Oh, what the heck? That's new. Oh, a Wisp player. Very nice. So I probably will be stabbing my Lich right away. But like once they spawn, just give me some room so that, you know, I can try to work my magic without the Kavat getting in the way. Anyways, stab. I forgot how good it feels to play like on my main account, because like I haven't destroyed low levels like this in a long time, and it's mostly because I didn't want to invest in like the time to get more platinum to get some of the mods I wanted, because I'm lazy. yeah, so I'm gonna be pretty chill with this. If you think I'm overdoing it a little bit, by all means, let me know, and then I'll swap this setup. Yeah, like, at the end of the day, like, MR doesn't mean too much, right, as well. Some people can play the game for a month and be Legend 3, some people can, like, be playing for 11 years like myself and still only be, like, 20-something. Or, when I started playing Warframe again, I was only MR 16. So, because I exclusively played Loki back in the day. Oh boy. Oopsie daisy. There we go. I don't think they can steal the Requiem relics, right? So. Okay. Let's see. This one's gonna be nice and fast. Let's just get them out of the way.
Let's talk, you silly thing.
It's so weird that the, like, sisters and liches, well, most of the liches and some of the sisters are just absolutely smitten with you, you know? It's so strange. So very, very strange. So, yeah. We'll test out with corrosive in just a bit with the lich. You're going broke. Oh no! How could they steal so many credits from you? You do that. Okay, all good. I'll just grab the main target real quick, and then I'll go after every thrall. Oops, oopsie daisy. Ooh, you're tanky.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here.
Yeah, I'll probably just spend some plat to finish off my secondary encumbrance. Because, like, just... I'm not a big fan... Like, I think mirror defense was refreshing. I think farming it is a little brain dead. It's not my thing. Okay, here we go. Just step back a bit. So if I just hit you with a bunch of corrosive... So you cannot armor strip it with corrosive. So if you want to stab it, by all means, you can go ahead and stab it. It's a little unfortunate.
Oh no, you don't. Get back here and take what's coming to you.
This is yours, so... there we go. And that should be it. So, cannot use corrosive to strip liches. That's very unfortunate. You used to be able to ability strip liches. I don't think that's the case anymore, right? So... Oh, dang. So I'm gonna swap over to my, I'll swap over to my Revenant with Silence, just so that we don't get suplexed a bunch, and that's it. I'll stab mine right away, because I just want to cut down the amount of time we need to get everything. So, in earlier streams, in previous streams, I used to... Well, I was doing some Lich Hunts with a brand new account, and was showing, like, how was the easier way to do it if you were struggling. Now I'm just going to do, like, oh, what is the thing that people actually recommend you do? And that's like just to murk the thing right away. There we go. Oh, my gut's hurting. Right, the Fenmore isn't in the right spot. Actually, I don't need the Fenmore. I can use that. Good. Yeah, so they changed it with how armor strip works. So you used to be like back when armor strip was all multiplicative. Okay. Armor strip used to be multiplicative from all sources, and back then you basically had to armor strip the Lich like 100 times, and then you can fully strip them. You cannot fully strip them in this way anymore, which is a little unfortunate. Oops, wrong button. I want to go to Lich. I want to modify my Parazon. I want to get an Ool out, just so that we get a little bit more stuff. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Right. I'm just going to check the thing. Don't forget to hit accept for the terms for joining the server. It's a little jank, but it'll have to do for now. Anyways, what is this? This is excavation. I don't like excavation. I want to avoid excavations where I can. Do mobile defense. Yep. Once you've replied to the rules and accepted them, then you should be able to see the rest of the server. Anyways, welcome to the family. It's a small but growing community. Everyone's pretty friendly, though it's not super active at the moment, mainly due to a fault of my own. But, anyways.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network.
Yeah, let's stab this guy first.
I can't do this without you.
The hunt is on, Tenno. The synthesis scanner is detecting a potential target.
I should probably swap to Kavat to allow it to strip, but I mean, we got yours, it's fine. Okay.
This will only get more difficult.
Get okay.
To the terminal and prepare for enemy resistance.
Yeah. You used to be able to armor strip with abilities, and that's really all there was to it. You still technically can armor strip with Shattering Impact, except it's really slow. It's really slow, it's not worth doing. The only way that I would say Shattering Impact is worth doing is if you are running a melee duplicate build, and those are just going to be rare on their own. Why are you all the way over here? Did we not stab you? Okay. Let's hop and open and make sure everyone is gone. Oopsie doopsie. Okay. Where am I? I'm over here. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Come on. There we go. I wish, like, classic wall running was still in the game. So, in Movement 2.0, they got rid of wall running in favor of wall hopping. I don't know why. Go ahead and continue the main objective. Oh, okay. I'll go grab the thing then. Or you can. Yeah, you can do that too. Jumping forward. But yeah, it's about the time of the stream where I've got like not much to talk about the game, more so like lots to talk about everything else. I know that a lot of people would prefer, like, unless I'm bantering with the chat, there's not really what's happening with you? Why are you so tanky? Oh wait, hang on.
That's it. It will be a perfect specimen. Trap it so you can
I
synthesize.
almost murked it. It's very funny. Is that it? That's it. Okay.
An excellent specimen, Hunter. This will
No, I had to reload my Occucore. I was like, why was that guy so tanky? I completely forgot that. Whatchamacallit was a thing. Samaris. Yeah, so what the heck? Why are you so bad, Occucore? You're supposed to be the chosen one.
We are finished here.
Keep on moving. Keep on moving. You also, if you do want to speak in the Discord, do not worry. I am not like the stream shouldn't be able to hear your voice. But if you're uncomfortable with that, you can keep muted. Either way is fine. Now you can keep typing. I have no problems. I used to play a lot of VR chat. Well, quote-unquote play. I used to hang out in VR chat quite a bit. And had a lot of met a lot of friendly people just who didn't want to speak ever, right? They'd be mutes. So, whatever works for you. You couldn't join? Okay. We'll figure it out after. What do you mean? I just changed the invite, though. You might need to refresh the stream page. Because I just updated the link. If not, then I need to update it again. We'll handle that after the mission, though. I'm not super fussed about it. Having a bit of a stomach cramp, though. Okay. That takes care of that. I probably shouldn't have had as much dairy as I did.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
I almost had the first little bit of information revealed, so that's gonna be great. Okay. I was wondering why you sent me, like, the username. It's because you wanted a, there we go. Darkstar. Hello, Darkstar. Welcome to the Discord. Ninja's always on top of that. Okay. Good old Ninja. I think he's been my most active member of the community for the longest time. Very close to the beginning. Probably when I was a little bit after I started streaming Warframe. Mind you, realistically, I want to be a. I'm intending to be more on the variety side of streaming, but right now, Warframe's what's working, right? Oh, someone joined the channel. Welcome, welcome. Hello. refresh the page? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's not that's not your fault. It's my fault for not updating the link for so long. Even though Discord says that it's a permanent link. It expires from time to time.
The Grimmir are attempting to clear this forest by poisoning the soil. You are here to sabotage their efforts.
Toxin
Start
mixer.
with the toxin mixer.
Get you.
I am detecting a
Get
synthesis.
you.
Use the synthesis scanner to track
Oh,
the
right. The reason why I run out of ammo from time to time is because these guys don't regen ammo for me.
Enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Well, if you're willing to share, how long have you been playing Warframe? Oh, you're very similar to me then. Hello, Yellow Ninja. Yeah, we got a new gamer in the Discord. Yeah, we're just hunting another Lich, so Ninja, if you got another Lich, you're more than welcome to join on top of us. Oh, that's yours again.
Meeting like this.
The mixer activates the toxin by
I imagine they're a little upset at you.
biocatalyst. Remove the biocatalyst.
Ooh, you got the first stab. Very nice.
Take care when destroying the biocatalyst cartridge. It is highly explosive.
Oh, you use an
To
Ool?
the poison injector now.
Interesting. Oh. I wish there was a consistent way of reproducing the double stab. It lets you, like, test two things with a single stab.
Incinerate the toxin.
No matter if you get the first or second one wrong. It's just a long-standing bug in Warframe.
We are going to destroy the injector by operating it at a dangerously high velocity. Keep the Grimmir at bay until it melts down.
Beg your pardon? Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. Alright, let's grab this guy. Some of these sabotage missions just don't make sense. Because they're just like, what we're doing is making it so that the resources that they have are like completely ruined, right? Forever. But the same thing could be done with, you know, just blowing the thing up. I guess we want to, like, make sure that we chemically alter the poison as well. But I don't know. What the Grimmir do, it don't make sense a lot of the time.
Destroyed a massive batch of Grimmir toxin. Good work. Get to extraction.
Hello, Petrovic. Welcome. Or Peter. Which one do you prefer? That. I'm not going to scan you. I'm just going to do that to show, like, just send a message. Okay.
A little treat from my
Welcome back, Peter.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, I've updated the link in the description for the Discord if anyone new wants to join. Sorry about that, I didn't know that it was broken. It's not something I normally test. I can't have a custom permanent link until I get like a couple of boosts there. A Voom. Okay, let me just quickly shove that in.
More for me.
Okay. Parazon. Voom. Goody, goody. Okay. Voom is one of the things that I need to stab with, yes. I do have a Voom. I have two Voms, in fact. Okay. Next up is... What is this? Spy? Probably not the best one for these. Let's do rescue. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Follow me all the time. Okay. That's wonderful. Thank you for your continued support though. Like, just seeing the number grow little by little with the number of views I get is super inspiring. Anyways, take your time to set up for rescue. I'm mostly just waiting for the Lich to show up at this point so I can stab her. The sooner we learn the first two, the better. I don't understand the point, like, what DE's thinking with, like, how armor works, you know? It's just like, what's the point of having high-level enemies that have armor, but you're not allowed to interact with it,
Search for the
you know?
hostage and bring them home.
It's a little silly.
There is a sanctuary target here, Hunter. I sense it. Track it with the synthesis scanner. Don't let it escape.
What is way too overpowered? Well, what I mean is,
We can't leave without rescuing the prisoner. Keep searching.
well, one of the things is that, like, if they think armor strip is overpowered, then why give the enemy armor? Because they have, like, unique damage resistances anyways, right? Because for steel path enemies, what's flickering? What's attacking us? I guess it's a syndicate. That's on you. For instance, like in Steel Path, they already get a 50% damage resistance, right? And then they get some bosses get a special boss damage resistance as well, like Lephantis, in addition to just being an object, which makes them, like, really difficult to take down for new players. Like, what's the point of giving them armor at that point, you know? Because they can fully control, like, what gets what. Oh, we got another person. Hello? Welcome to the chat. I think overall they just need to reevaluate, like, how armor works, personally. But everyone has a different opinion on it. Also the double friendship door. Ah! Welcome, welcome, Ninja. Very good. At least these guys aren't teleporting around. Secret Mercy? Interesting. Wait, what? Did something steal my weapon? Yes, something did. Okay. Alright. Oh, that's mine.
Has to hurt, little meat. Or else, why bother?
So it doesn't negate the suplex. Interesting. Vom is not in the first slot.
The queens, the Kuva, have bestowed upon me new gifts.
Let's keep on stabbing. Do. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. Yeah. Like, a lot of my older videos are starting to get more views now, which is really surprising. So, I think nothing that would do my channel would benefit from me just adding more videos to it. So, that's what I'm going to be focusing some of my efforts on. I'm still going to keep on streaming 3 times a week minimum, but we'll see. We'll see. If life picks up, though, then I might need to cut it down to 2 or 1 and just focus on video creation. But that's a different thing altogether.
Yes, yes, you're very clever. You still haven't found me, though, have you?
Alright, so putting Voam in the 2nd slot. I might make a video on how to do liches, because apparently there's no such thing as a good lich tutorial on YouTube at the moment. Which is really strange, all things considered. Let's keep on keeping on. Exterminate, nice and fast. They've been teasing, like, people have been wanting infested liches ever since liches came out, right? Or sisters came out. Because when liches initially came out, everyone thought that was it, right? Then sisters came out. And now, ever since sisters, they want liches. Or, like, infested liches, right? So, the highest... Go ahead.
There's a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
So, like, the highest likelihood of infested liches being a thing will probably be with 99. Because before 99, like, when was the last time infested were actually, like, prominent in the story? You know? So that was back when Mesa was released? That's like 6 years ago. Right?
Cano, do not damage it further. Use the synthesis device. No, 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 no!
I'm not fussed.
Was I wrong to entrust synthesis to you?
Just a... Yeah, like... Well, they got the hive mind, right? Which is a really big thing. I'm getting a lot of texts. I don't know from where. Like, I've gotten like 6 texts in a row. Jesus. I'm going to imagine someone just wanted to tell me their life story. I will check that after the stream. Because, oh boy. Too many interruptions. Hmm? So... The funny thing is the Deimos infested aren't part of the hive mind, from what I understand. They are more a group of individuals. The reason why, like, I say that is the brother and sister, Voam and Foss, that constantly kill each other, right? If they were possessed by by the hive mind and the infested voice, then, like, they wouldn't do that, you know? So Deimos is probably the most recently the infested were relevant in the story. But with 99, we have proto-infested, right? A whole new breed of infested. So I wouldn't doubt that, like, injecting them with some angel nonsense is going to cause them to become liches, you know? Yeah, like you get my direction though, right? Where my brain's going. No excavation, please. Sabotage, sabotage. Just doing the fast ones until they get annoyed and pissy with us. So interestingly, they can... Huh? You got... Oh, you get the unlock for the next one? Okay. Yeah, because your microphone quality is a little rough. So, like, I'm going to turn up your volume a little bit. No, you're at max volume, so... Oh, I need to use the restroom. Uh, I will be right back. You can do the mission. I just need to
sabotage this ship's
be
reactor.
right back. Alright, I'm back.
The reactor is going into stasis.
This
Now
guy's just been shooting me all this time.
use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Yeah, it's all good. It happens. So, in terms of human biology, I wish, like, we had, like, a gas release valve or something. You know? Instead of just severe pain. But anyways, what were we talking about before? Infested liches, right? Yeah, so...
Critical. Get to extraction immediately.
99 looks like they have proto-infested, right? So it's not necessarily the early version of them. I'm going to bet it's either the Man in the Wall. This is the Man in the Wall's attempt at following Albrecht into the past, or Albrecht wanted to create like a crisis that would force people to become proto Warframes, right? Or proto. You think so? Because one thing to consider is that like the original timeline did not have Albrecht in the past, right? And without proto frames, the like there's no way to deal with it without, you know, getting infested. And why would an infestation, a biological disease, target technology?
A little treat from my little meat. Thank you, darling.
because like from what I understand, 1999 is like the Y2K, like is it like the whole reason why it's in 1999. Hang on, I'm gonna check the Maya right now because I'm curious. Oh, in the comics, yeah, okay. The Codex, okay, yeah, like, cause like it's based around Y2K, right? So I don't know if like we don't know when well, do we know when the first outbreak was? Cause like I don't remember anything infested lore. That's how long ago it was. Because I know that like at one point the um relic from the Great Plague, the mire infested sword is a brutal weapon. Not only it doesn't say anything with regards to like it's a relic from the Great Plague. The Great Plague, I don't know anything from the Great Plague, so I mean, that's an interesting thing to imagine, like to think about and to draw like comparisons with, right? Because if we're thinking about like a Great Plague, normally that like that talks about human to human infection, right? At very least. Well, Albrecht isn't an idiot, yes, but he's also a sociopath, right?
Here, Hunter. I sense it. Track it with
Or at
the
least,
synthesis
like,
scanner.
the lore
Don't let it escape.
has made him out to look like a sociopath. The so there is a good chance that he created, like, and this is a guess, right? Because we have no information on the proto-infested. So it's probably making, he wanted to make use of the common fear in 1999 about Y2K, right? I don't know if you remember that being a thing back in the day, but a lot of politicians were really, really afraid of what would happen when, you know, a number changed from a 9 to a 0, you know? Yeah, yeah. So, if you weren't aware, back in the day, back in 1999, politicians, religious folk, and all sorts of people were really, really, really scared that when 1999 went to 00, like, all of the world's computers would shut down. Because they would be afraid that, oh, we'd be dividing by 0 or something, right? And that would spark the end of the world. Like, airplanes would, like, fall out of the sky and blah, 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 right? It was very clear that not... Yeah, so it's very clear that they didn't have any experience with computer science because, like, the first rule of computer science is to make sure, like, it can fail safely, right? But anyways, so, like, if, and I'm not saying Albrecht did, but if Albrecht did introduce the proto-infested, he's probably doing so to stoke the fears of Y2K and to, whatchamacallit, to control this events, right? Go ahead. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He would give reasons for people to want to mutate themselves, right? Because let's be honest, that it's a pretty tall ask to ask them to turn themselves into biometallic monsters, right? So the situation had to be pretty dire. And it's not the first time he's been to the past either, right? He's been to the past multiple times. We know that he's visited a bunch. Second thing is that, or like being Albrecht, being the genius he is, the proto-infested probably. Oh, your lich looks cool. The proto. Oh, I can imagine. You okay? No. Anyways, so the second thing Albrecht would have done, right, is that he would have put a kill switch, right? Of course, like Albrecht, yeah. So a failsafe, because like that's essentially what like that's the reason why, for instance, Ballas was able to control Umbra, right? Was because of similar failsafes, even though like Umbra was a Warframe and a byproduct of a biological infestation, right? So, and lastly, the one piece of evidence that I do have, or like at least that would suggest such a thing, is that at the end of a Netracell, right? You have 3 boards that have the instructions on how to produce Arthur, how to produce Aoi, and how he modified them, right? And a biological and physiological breakdown of the proto-infested. They're all on whiteboards at the end of a Netracell. He completed what Ballas didn't? What do you mean?
While you still could. Smart move.
I didn't say you could.
Well,
play.
that's because...
Now, give me
Okay, so there's a difference between what... So, for chat, because I believe chat can't hear you. The statement was that Albrecht was able to create sentient frames where Ballas couldn't. That didn't go mad. There are... I would... So, mind you, I'm not a lore expert, right? So I'm going to just refer to my memory. Huh? Yeah, so... Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna break it down based off of my knowledge, and you can give me counterpoints and make sure that like we stay on track, right? So, from my understanding, Ballas didn't want sentient warframes or non-mad warframes. He wanted dolls, like he wanted mechanical dolls that would fight for him, right? He didn't want them to be able to disobey him, right? Yeah. Yeah. So, but like normally, if you want you don't want something to be sentient and controllable. You want something to work the way you want it to work, right? That. Yeah, exactly. The whole point of the whole, from my understanding, right? The whole point of the Warframe experiment, right, was not necessarily to create just like capable soldiers with superpowers. They were to create obedient dolls and weapons, right? This is to be shown with how Protea worked, how Dagoth works in their lore, right? They were like either husks and automated, or they. No. Oh, I know that they were controlled by Tenno, right? But I'm talking about like how they perceive themselves, because a lot of Tenno never woke up from their second dream, right? And they adopted the personality and the identity of the Warframe that they inhabited until their very end, right? That's why we have stories of Protea, how we have stories of like Dagoth. They don't know themselves are Tenno, right? But they've been horribly like they've essentially had their personalities of their Tenno selves wiped, right? So that they would assume. So, for instance, Inaros, right, is a great example of that. Dagoth is a great example of that. They like, even though they are controlled by Tenno, they don't have a personality, right?
Mission complete. A captive has been escorted to the extraction.
Yeah, before they were Tenno, before they were like the Warframes, when combined with a Tenno, were likely indoctrinated, right, into believing themselves to be the Warframes. And thus never waking from the second dream. That's my understanding of it. Go ahead. Yeah, but like that wouldn't explain why Dagoth and Protea act the way they did in their stories, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, but like in order to do that, you gotta indoctrinate a child, either way. Yeah. But like, the main thing, right, that I'm trying to get at is that the Orokin did not want free-willed puppets, right? They wanted just puppets or dolls or war machines, right? At least that's what Ballas wanted with the Warframes, right? Yep. Yes. So, like, and that's what I mean, right? He didn't want Warframes to be sentient. He wanted them to be obedient, right? So, what Albrecht did is actually counterproductive towards what Ballas wanted, right? With 99, because. Yep. Kuva. Yeah, well, and the biological programming. It's not just the Kuva, I believe. The Kuva allows for continuity, right?
Okay.
Not necessarily just control. I'm gonna go deal with the data mask. You go ahead and deal with the stabby stab. But yeah. So what Albrecht did? Oh wait, what is this? Okay, that's weird. What the heck? Okay. Anyways, what Albrecht did was essentially say, okay, why? I'm so confused. Why was there a locked door all the way over here? Well, in the wrong direction, no less. Anyways, what Albrecht did was create something that could be extremely disloyal, right? Like, we see, like, in the very little glimpses of, like, Aoi and Arthur, that they got all the free will. They're just being manipulated to walk in, like, Albrecht's shoes, right? Oh, that's because they needed a vessel for the Tenno. Because, like, the whole point, the reason why Albrecht can go to the past was because of the sarcophagus. And the sarcophagus is now destroyed, right? And Albrecht's the only one who knows how to construct them, theoretically. But the vessels, the point of the vessels was to allow someone who can undergo transference to send their consciousness back to the past. And if you take a look at the Entradi logbooks, or log entries, Arthur is one of those vessels, right? It's for us to possess him and control him, right? So that we can act through Arthur in order to deal with Entradi in 1999, right? The point of creating Arthur wasn't to create proto-frames, it was to give the Tenno a way to interact with the past.
I forgive you for what?
Or at least that's my interpretation. Yeah, like that's my understanding. I could be entirely incorrect, right? Stabby stab time. Wrong. Great. I lost a 50-50. Wonderful.
I'm magnificent, darling.
Okay, I have one more 50-50 to go.
Let me show you.
Did you stab yours yet? Yeah. Okay, because he appeared last time and we shot him down. So, just double checking. I mean, he can still show up here, so. Yeah, like, if I knew I was going to have a lore discussion, like, I would probably have set it up so that you, the rest of chat can hear it. Actually, I can probably do that now. Hang on. I'll swap it over. I just don't like having my desktop, like all of my desktop audio being audible. Anyways, let's mute this and do this. Okay. So the others can now hear you. Well, are you alright with being heard, first and foremost?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. So, before we continue, so I'm gonna show you know where the codex I'm referring to with regards to the logs of Entradi, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I just want to quickly take a peek because I think I went through it on stream once. It's under universe, right? Factions, vehicles, fragments. There we go. Aftermath, Akavia, the vessels.
I went among the denizens of the plague year like a savior.
Okay, so it was the plague year.
Filled with healing.
Okay, so you are right about that.
Volunteered, I brought more than
Wait, I need to go to
the
it.
bodies were primed.
Yeah.
It needed only the Helminth infusions brought from my own time to work the alchemy of transformation. They have become partial Warframes. Still in possession of their free will, yet
yeah.
enhanced, void attuned.
Yeah, so it was the plague year. You were right.
Their humanity may not last. My deliverance may yet consume them. The human swallowed up in the
Oh damn, I only have 3 unlocked.
If my wayward disciples
Yeah, I got all 5.
me, what words of comfort shall I have?
There are 6.
This
or
is
5.
the bargain we have made.
For this one, there are 5.
Sacrifice.
For the vessels.
History will be saved.
If you're talking about the number of total entries. Yeah, so...
The Aftermath, I only have 3 of it.
Okay. I'll take a look in a moment. I have them all unlocked. So, let's see. I wish I could just shut Albrecht up. Because, like, it's nice to have him talk about this when I'm not, like, in a reading mood, but I'm in a reading mood, right? So, History will be saved.
As
So,
their loyal doctor, I have taken repeated samples from them. The sight of their technocyte-riddled cells mutating gave me fresh visions. I could take this material, work with it, forge new creations.
interesting.
Eagerly, I brought the samples back to
To Deimos to and cultivate
began
them.
to cultivate them.
Okay.
It was Lloyd who pointed out the singular attributes of the gray.
So I'm just going to quickly read through
How it
this.
stimulates growth
It's really hard when
in
he's
monstrous
talking.
dimensions. Many thought
Yeah, so the gray strain is basically what the vessels are made out of.
through precise biochemical engineering. Not long after, the first of my vessels took form.
Giants to battle giants, merging
Battle giants.
the humanity of Arthur and the anatomical perfection of
The
Bylus'
anatomical
warframes.
perfection of Dallas's warframes, and the titanic potency of the gray strain.
Yeah, so
My saviors.
the vessels are...
vessels are
Oh, I can hear myself. Careful there. So, the vessels are essentially like... it's supposed to be giant fighting robots, right? But it seems like...
No, they are the protoframes.
So, well, here, right? Like, Albrecht is talking about using them, a giant to battle giants, right? The thing is that, like, the protoframes are being used to... so you only have, like, a third of the aftermath? Is what you're saying?
What do you mean?
How much are you missing of the notes?
No, I was talking about the ones that I have.
Yeah, so how much do you have?
I only have the aftermath and 3 of the aftermath.
Okay. So, there's a lot more than just that. So the aftermath is 6 sections long, whereas we also have notes about the cavia, which are 6 sections long, Duviri, which is also 5 sections long, vessels, which is 5, and the end as we begin is 1.
All is in readiness. Lloyd will do as he is bid, though his eyes silently plead.
Also,
to choose
an interesting thing, Albrecht went to Dubiri.
Yes. Albrecht and I believe either his daughter or his wife. I don't remember who E. Duviri was.
Duviri,
Or not E. Is it A? Yeah, E.
voice
Duviri.
of my daughter.
Your daughter, yeah. There we go.
Recoiled from this at first, feeling
The Duviri was a storybook
not confront
Yes.
even
that got manifested
the woman I
in the void,
instead,
and it's from the other universe where we didn't end up as the Tenno.
the menace beyond
It was from the universe where we took the trade,
away.
but like it ran away from the man in the wall, ran away from the void, right?
And
No.
I heard
In the other universe, the Drifters,
first conjured
we didn't take the deal.
No, I think you're getting something.
In
I think
our universe,
Wait.
we took the deal.
no. I think there might be a I might have a misconception, because this is my understanding, right? There are 3 different universes that are being visible here, right? There's our universe where we took the deal, the Drifters universe where they didn't take the deal and ended up in Deviri, and then the third where we end up as Thrax. We took the deal but are hiding from the man in the wall. Because Thrax is us.
No, Thrax is Rel.
Is Rel?
Yeah, he's Rel.
Really? Interesting. Wait,
Yep. And somehow my Kavat is Volpaphyla is in the wall.
okay, I'll need to look over the Duviri notes because I never actually read them. Because the issue I have with Thrax being Rel is that he's way too put together. Like, at least cognitively, you know? Even if they're a spoiled child.
As you see in the moods, like angry, joy, sorrow, those are Rels. Like the spirals. Go to Devere right now. It's
No, I
the Joy
understand.
Spiral.
I understand what you mean by the spirals and the cards, right? But like, I didn't make the connection that it was Rel because Rel speaks in a very different, specific way, right?
Okay, that's the other thing. In our universe, Rel went crazy because he was holding back the men on the wall.
Yeah, but Rel is also autistic from the base of the story,
Yep.
right? Um, like so that wouldn't like, but Thrax is clearly not. Like even before the Men in the Wall, Rel was uh, autistic, was unable to communicate properly, and did not like touching. Right. That's like why I'm having trouble understanding this. Oh, what is this? Oh gosh, that is interesting at very least. I need to go find these. But like I'm more so just confused. I understand where the parallel is coming from, but I don't have enough information to know if like because I haven't read it right. Because unless the uh these pieces of lore directly say that it's like Rel doing all of this, then it doesn't make a lot of sense to me because those cards were used to teach emotion, not necessarily just to define um like emotions for Rel, right?
Yeah, they also display his mood swings.
Yeah, but everyone has mood swings. That like what like the thing is I'm looking for something that's concrete, right? Because from what I understood from like the Devere that I've experienced is that Thrax is just us, right? But like they never grew up, right? Because
Yes, but there is also uh, the barrier where two of the same person from different universes can't exist in the same plane of existence at the same time.
uh,
Other thing.
where was that rule established?
I think Albert, somewhere in the Whispers on the Wall, said that,
Hmm.
or it's somewhere else. I really don't remember.
Yeah, we can have a long, more in depth discussion about it after doing some reading, because like like from all of Thrax's dialogue, right? It's very clear that Thrax is knowledgeable about the Man in the Wall, right? And is desperately trying to keep Deviri separate from the Void. Because in all of
Yeah,
the
that's also another thing. Rail in our universe didn't want the man on the wall to come into the universe, so he just held him back.
okay, so
That's another.
we're stuck on the Rel bit. I'm talking about like Thrax individually as a character, but with regards to Rel, like he became a catalyst for the Man in the Wall. He became the thing to seal the Man in the Wall himself, right? Which is
Yep.
requires a what 1,000 years or something like that of self-sacrifice, right?
20.
Whereas, huh?
20,000.
20,000. So okay, good to know. I actually didn't know the timeline very well, but like the thing about Thrax is he's doing the exact opposite. He's running away. You
Yeah,
can,
because he didn't have the means to lock the man in the wall.
of course, he had the means, right? He just like the thing is, every Tenno took the deal.
No. We took the deal, like as in our operator. He took the deal, and when he took it, he basically the man on the wall gave all the Tenno the powers.
Interesting.
But because Rel was autistic, his powers were manifested differently, and he became more powerful than the average Tenno.
So
And another interesting fact is 1 year for a Tenno is like 100 to us. So every 100 years, they age by one.
because like one of the weirdest things, and this is the thing, right? I don't think like like the one of the things about Rel was not necessarily his power, right, or his cult, both of which or the cult part I'm a little annoyed about, but that I'll leave that list to the side. Um, the the lore of his power is it's what I believe happened, and this is without any basis, mind you, right? Is the Man in the Wall more so took an interest in Rel because he was unique amongst the other specimens, right?
Yep.
And with that, was drawn to Rel and was possessing, was willing to be possessed, or possess Rel until Rel stopped being in existence, stopped being able to function. But Rel also understood that that was his part to play, rather than a Rel being powerful enough to seal the Man in the Wall, right? Does that make sense? It was more that the Man in the Wall was more willing to be entertained by Rel's existence because he's a unique specimen.
Yes, because of his mind, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's autistic and his mind works differently than a normal human.
Yeah. So, but,
or I have another theory.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, back when Albrecht first found the void and he stepped into it,
yeah,
he was afraid, and his fear took shape, which is the Man in the Wall. So basically, the Man in the Wall is the physical manifestation of the void.
So,
and yeah, he was interested in Rel because he was afraid of him. He might just overpower him.
I don't know, from what I understand, Albrecht and Trotty, when he first stepped into the void, right? The thing that caused him fear was, because, Albrecht and Trotty is sociopathic, right? The reason why Albrecht was afraid was because he had, the void shown him a reflection of himself, calling out to him using his familial pet name, right? Right, which literally only his parents ever called him.
No. That's not the case. The void energy has special effect on the human mind.
Okay.
And when he experienced that feeling, he was afraid, and his fear took shape basically.
So, yeah.
In lore, they say the void is spiritual enlightenment and or liberation.
So, well, I think we're getting some wires crossed here, because what I said did happen though. Albrecht did see a reflection of himself, and it called him by a pet name.
He was afraid because of the immense power that he felt in the void.
I'm not talking
because when you step into the void,
I'm not talking about the fear part. I'm talking about the event of which he saw a reflection of himself.
Yeah, that happened after he was afraid.
Okay.
After he feared the void.
Yeah.
His fear took shape to the Man on the Wall.
So that's all I needed addressed, right? Not that, he felt fear. I needed to know, the timeline for that. Because, I don't know this, fine detail, right?
Because... So basically it's... Albrecht was afraid, took shape, and the void showed him his memories. That's the timeline.
Because from what I understood, right, the moment that the void took shape and started calling him, I think it wasn't Kiddo, but it was whatever Albrecht was called when he was a child
Yeah,
by his parents.
his nickname. Yeah.
Yeah. That's when he decided to run, right? And that's when the man in the wall tried to reach for him, and that's when the gates closed, and that's why we have void fingers, right?
Yep.
Like it was just the minute detail that I was missing there, that I personally just need to review, right?
Another thing interesting is the void fingers that we have in the railjacks.
Yeah.
I think that basically the one in the Zerman is the original one. You know?
Yes, I don't think so. I actually don't think so. I think they were just simply mass produced.
No, they weren't produced. I think the way that they had multiple of them is they basically would cut it and it would just grow back. You know?
Mm.
They would cut a piece of it, it will grow back into another finger.
Because the reason why I don't think the one in the Zaryaman would be the main one, or the original, is because why would Albrecht ever give away the original? To a
Well, he didn't give it away. The Orokin just took it.
Yeah, no. But why would he not obfuscate it? Because